Good evening and welcome. My name is Brendan Gill. I'm District 5 freeholder here for Essex County. For those of you who don't know, freeholders are the legislative arm of county government. There's a county executive and a freeholder board. We function as legislators, similar to either the House of Representatives or the State Assembly. And we're members of a 9-member board. I represent the 5th District, which is 5 towns, Bloomfield, Belleville, Glen Ridge, Nutley, and the great township of Montclair, which Montclair State, if most, I think not all, is located in. We won't tell the folks in Little Falls or Clifton, but it's my pleasure tonight to present a commendation from this board to the Montclair State women's team, the Red Hawks, who, for the most part, flew under the radar to a certain degree and didn't get nearly enough the attention I believe they deserved for an amazing season. A season that was, without doubt, one of the finest seasons in school history. The Red Hawks finished their regular season undefeated, 25-0, included a perfect record of 16-0 in the New Jersey Athletic Conference regular season before capturing the NJAC Tournament Championship for only the second time in school history, or for only the second time in school history. They then completed the NCAA Division III Championship Tournament for the first time in 18 years, winning first and second round games and reaching the Sweet 16 for the first time in program history, which is a tremendous accomplishment. The Red Hawks completed their season with a sterling record of 29 victories and only 1 loss. Whenever we do these presentations, I always feel a little bit funny because I'm telling you everything you know about your great season, but it's also for all the people who are going to be watching at home and so that they know as well. But for 29 victories and 1 loss, setting school records for the most victories and longest winning streak, and also tying New Jersey women's collegiate basketball records for both winning percentage at .967 and winning streak. The team was ranked in the USA Today Sports Women Basketball Coaches Association Division III Top 25 for all but 3 weeks of the season and reached as high as number 7 nationally. The team's accomplishments were also acknowledged by honors bestowed upon 4 players. Melissa Tobey was named NJAC Player of the Years and the D3 News, D3 Hoops, and WBCA All-American teams. Shalette Brown was named to the NJAC and Division III Hoops Rookie of the Year and to the Division III News All-Freshman team. Taylor Jeffers was named to the first team All-NJAC Conference, and Nikosha Henry was named to the NJAC Defensive Player of the Year. The team was further honored by the naming of head coach Corinne Henry as Coach of the Year for the All-Met Division III WBCA Region II Division III Hoops Atlantic Region and New Jersey Athletic Conference. Coach is here, and I think I'd like to give it up a special round of applause for Coach Henry. And also a round of applause for her team. The team was also coached by Associate Head Coach Courtney Cunningham, Assistant Coaches Brian Sansom and Deanna Overton, and Student Assistant Coach Devin Feeney. It also received administrative support from President Dr. Susan Cole, Karen Pennington, Vice President for Student Development and Campus Life, and Holly Guerra, Director of Athletics. I think we also have with us Siobhan Gaines, who's the Director of Government Relations for Montclair State University, another Montclairite and great friend. I see Siobhan for being here. We've also been joined, I see, by one of my colleagues on the Freeholder Board, Freeholder at Large, Jerry Owens, Freeholder Jerry Owens. We also have with us our clerk to the Freeholder Board, who makes sure that the trains are running on time, and great all-around person, one of my favorites, Deborah Davis-Ford. Deborah, thank you for being here. So with that, you had an amazing season, and in the process, you not only made Montclair State, but also the community of Montclair and the county of Essex very proud. And I think I shared with each and every one of you, and maybe it's because my athletic career ended when I was cut from the Montclair High School JV basketball team, that I take special pride in being able to award athletic accomplishments from student athletes. And I think that's important to highlight to student athletes because they bring a great sense of pride. You should have a great sense of pride for what you accomplish individually and for your team, but also for what you represent to the community. And sometimes with athletics, and particularly college athletics, you have a greater effect than you'll ever know, more than just playing the sport. The people who watch your games. I have a 4.5-year-old son, Gabriel, and a 16-month-old daughter, Kristen, and they are basketball crazy. Love basketball, and we had a chance to come up and watch. I live on Wildwood Avenue, right around the corner from Montclair State University. Had the opportunity to come and see a couple of your games on campus, and you know, they want to come back. They're excited about next year, and I understand that next year we're very hopeful too. There's only, Coach, how many seniors? Just one. So it was that's a tremendous accomplishment. We're excited as well for next year. And with that, Coach, I'd like to call you up so I could give you this formal presentation, and then so you could give the proclamations to your individual teams. So I won't read all this, Coach, but which is probably a very good thing for all of us. But I will say this is, you know, whereas the Montclair State University women's basketball team, and be it resolved that the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders hereby congratulates and commends the Montclair State University women's basketball team for its superlative and record-setting season. Again, on behalf of myself and my colleagues, congratulations, great season, and let's make this an annual event. Congratulations, Coach.
I just want to thank Freeholder Gill and the entire board of the Freeholders. This is a tremendous honor for us to come here, and great to have almost my entire team here. It was just a tremendous season, and very fortunate. We have a great group of young women who not only are wonderful basketball players, but are also tremendous scholar athletes. Our team GPA was well over a 3.0 Q. Just a wonderful group of basketball players, students, and great people. So thank you so much for this honor. Assistant Coach Devin Feeney. Sophomore captain Melissa Toby. Freshman Victoria Benevento. Junior Alana Loyal. Sophomore Janitza Aquino. Junior Sarah Kluth. Freshman Jordan Stanley. Freshman Jen Kaczynski. Freshman Kelly Williams. Freshman Sandra G. Freshman Shalette Brown.
Hello, everyone. Like she said, I'm Melissa Toby, sophomore captain. And on behalf of my teammates and our coaches, we'd like to present Freeholder Gill with a basketball that we all signed. It says Montclair State University 2012-2013 Women's Basketball Perfect Regular Season, NCAA Division III Sectional Tournament. And we also have shirts for the rest of the Freeholders. So we'll give them to you and then you can pass them on. So, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Freeholder Vice President Patricia Siebold, and I'm standing right here with Freeholder Bilal Beasley. And I'm delighted tonight to honor Rabbi Isaac Frankel, for the wonderful job he is doing as the Jewish chaplain at the Essex County Correctional Facility. Both Freeholder, Beasley, and I are truly honored to be presenting this resolution to him tonight. Rabbi Frankel has served as the Jewish chaplain for the last 3 years and has worked closely with the facility's administrators to help them understand the complexities of the Jewish faith as it relates to the daily lives of the Jewish inmates, especially regarding kosher food restrictions, proper certification, and the use of proper utensils in food preparations. He was also instrumental in making it possible for Jewish male inmates to pray with the tefillin each morning, and highlighted the significance of lighting a candle menorah for the Hanukkah holiday, thereby making the Essex County Correctional Facility the first jail in New Jersey to allow a candle-lit menorah. He also helps provide special holiday meals to Jewish inmates through private donations at no cost to the county, which enhances the holiday spirit in the jail. Rabbi Frankel also visits inmates on a weekly basis to lend a listening ear to reassure the inmates' families, and to discuss the weekly Torah reading, finding a way to work within the confines of security requirements to help the inmates maintain their relationship to their Jewish faith. And at this time, I'll stop for just 1 minute and ask Rabbi Isaac Frankel to please join us at the podium, if you would. Rabbi Frankel was raised in Rockland County, New York, where he attended both yeshiva grade school and high school, and currently resides in Wesley Hills, New York. He is the son and grandson of Hebrew teachers and was certified as a rabbi by the Mesvita Kesher Torah of Central Jersey. Did I pronounce it right? He has also served as chaplain for the Bergen County Sheriff's Office for the past 6 years, and a volunteer chaplain for the Newark Police Department for the past 3 years, and generously provides foods and other items during the various Jewish holidays. So, Rabbi Frankel, on behalf of the entire Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders, it is my pleasure to present you with this commendation as an expression of our appreciation for your wonderful work with the Jewish inmates at the Essex County Jail. Thank you again and congratulations. And at this point, here is the resolution. If you'll just hold it for a minute, and Freeholder Bilal Beasley would like to say a few words, and then we'll give you your opportunity to entertain us.
Thank you, Pat. Certainly, it's a distinct honor to be a part of a freeholder board that makes it important in recognizing, the good works, that's going on, particularly the work that you do. But I'm here doubly because I've been knowing, I hardly ever call him Rabbi. I've been calling him Isaac ever since I've been knowing him for the last, 8-10 years.
Wow.
Very good friend of the Township of Irvington, the Chamber of Commerce. A lot of things that's been going on. He's certainly present with that same demeanor, very pleasant. So I'm here congratulating you and on behalf of the Freeholders Board, keep up the good work. And it's been a pleasure to meet for the first time your lovely wife. And I have to mention Sheldon Ross. He's one of your, your major,
That's true.
friend. Yes, he is.
That's how I met him.
Could be, he's out of town, but certainly he would be proud to see you in this recognition. God bless.
Just a quick few words. I know we're in a chamber that usually has a 3-minute allotment, so I'll try not to go beyond that. But I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Freeholder Board, as well as especially Freeholder Siebold and Freeholder Beasley, who I've gotten to know over the past many years as a wonderful leader of his community and someone I've earned a great amount of respect for. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the county executive for his commitment to the safe and secure environment in which the inmates are afforded, freedom of religious expression. It's something that I, prior to my involvement in this type of activities, probably would have never understood what it entails. But now, after being involved in this for a number of years, it's truly a great success. I want to take the opportunity to thank my lovely wife, who's, of course, my partner in all this great work, because without her assistance and her allowing me to tend to all these different things that I get involved in, she tends to our 5 beautiful children at home and takes care of that side of our family life. So, of course, the dedicated staff at the jail, they don't want to take an opportunity to bring out what the great work they do. Obviously, in the jail environment where safety and security is paramount, working together with the Director Ortiz, Director Perillo, and Warden Hendricks to maintain a safe, secure environment that also allows the most important religious expressions and all the other necessities for a facility of that size to operate the way it does. I'd like to briefly share with you a few great achievements. Of course, Freeholder Seabold mentioned a number of them. These are achievements that I take great pride in being involved in. Like Freeholder Seabold mentioned, Essex County Correctional Facility was the first correctional facility in the state of New Jersey to allow the menorah lighting. Extremely great achievement for religious freedom. That's essentially during the Hanukkah holiday, we light 8 candles, 1 per night, to commemorate the miracle of the lights. Essex County was the first facility in the state to allow that, and that's something I'm really proud of to be involved in. A number of other items that we were able to accomplish here was we were able to arrange for all different faiths upon their holidays for different organizations to come in and provide some extra food, sometimes specific for their holiday. But this is a type of environment that this county facility has welcomed, and I'm truly proud to be a part of it. I'd like to thank the Freeholder Board as well as the Freeholder Seabold and Beasley for presenting me this beautiful honor.
Hi, this is Freeholder Brendan Gill. I'm proud to be here tonight as we honor a special organization, GI Go, and I just wanted to give them an opportunity, and Jack an opportunity, to talk a little bit about his organization and the award that they received so our folks at home know about it.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Freeholder Gill, and to the entire Board of Freeholders in Essex County. Our organization's been helping veterans who return back from Iraq and Afghanistan find work, go back to college, get off the streets if they're homeless, access health care, and we've been doing it mostly from a location in an office given to us by Mayor Booker in the city of Newark. That program, as a citywide program, has caught national attention, and it will be something that will be replicated throughout the country for veterans in other cities. So veterans who are coming home to Detroit or to Baltimore or to San Antonio will now have the opportunities to walk into their city hall because of the programs that were created here in Essex County, thanks to the leadership of our elected officials, one of them being Freeholder Gill. Thank you very much.
Jack, congratulations on anything I can do. You know, you'll have the support of both myself and my colleagues on the board. My pleasure.
Meeting called to order. Please stand for the salute to the flag. Freeholder Luciano, will you please lead us in the salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. I have before me certification from the clerk that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Present.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Here.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill.
Here.
Freeholder Johnson.
Here.
Freeholder Luciano.
Here.
Freeholder Owens.
Here.
Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Here.
Freeholder President Watson.
Here. Okay. Madam Clerk, are there any transcripts to be approved?
Madam President, yes, there are two. There's one transcript from the conference meeting, March 20th, 2013, and the board meeting, March 27th, 2013.
Okay, freeholders, you have a motion to approve? I'm sorry, do you have any questions or comments on the transcripts first? Then may I have a motion to approve the transcripts together as one?
Second.
Moved by Freeholder Owens and second by Freeholder Luciano.
Sure.
Okay. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent Freeholder Gill.
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens.
Yes. Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's move to the public comment session on agenda items. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment on agenda items, please come to the microphone and state your name and affiliation for the record. You'll have 3 minutes to speak.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Michael Dixon. I'm a 21-year educator, coach, and I'm also an executive board member of the Newark Teachers Union. I'm here to speak to Resolution 35, supporting the sound Newark public school system. What's going on right now in the Newark public schools is about to change the face of public education as we know it. It is really important because the Newark community needs to start insisting on a transparent public school system, which is critical to the growth of the students in the city of Newark. The stakeholders of the education in the city of Newark, the school principals, teachers, parents, and the community members, are very concerned because they feel their voices aren't being heard. In fact, they feel as though their voices are being ignored. Lately, a lot of hiring of educational consultants at pretty steep salaries. There are reductions in school budgets, which equals larger class sizes. We have reductions in staff, attendance counselors, which equals more students cutting school. Vice principals are slated to be let go, which is less chance for corrective measures for those students that may be doing some things that they shouldn't be doing. They're talking about releasing department chairs, which equals curriculum development loss. The child study team members they're talking about letting go, which deals with the social and the emotional aspects of the child. And they're talking about releasing the master teachers, which equals less people to assist the deficient teachers that are teaching the students. I'm sorry. And the closing of schools that has taken place here in the city with very little explanation or transparency. A lot of the one school they're slating to close, they're going to move the kids and put them into schools that aren't performing as well as the one that they're closing. So these are just a couple of the reasons that I just wanted to say thank you to the Freeholder board members for considering this resolution and being a voice for the community of Newark. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak at this time? If not, then if there's any member of the public who would like to comment on any issue, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation. For the record, again, you will have 3 minutes to speak.
Good evening, Douglas Green, Weekly Park Sports Authority, P.O. Box, 1852, Newark, New Jersey. I want to thank you, Madam President, and the Freeholder body for your support for the kite event that we had on May 4th. It was a success. We had 51 kids in attendance and a lot more that could have known about it, but we need to figure out a way to advertise better in Weekly Park. Through our efforts in creating the kite event, we found a woman who actually has a business that that actually sell kites. And we will, through you, Madam President, would like to know if maybe we can do a concession with someone in, they don't have to be her, but to put, events like kites and bicycle rentals and stuff like that. And maybe we can get healthy, with the kids, with kite running and bicycle riding and stuff of that nature.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak? Okay, Madam Clerk, let's move then to topics of discussion. Are there any topics of discussion, Madam Clerk?
Madam President, yes. The Executive Director, Deborah Collins, will present first quarterly report of 2013 for the Office of Small Business Development and Affirmative Action.
Thank you. Mr. Scheller, please introduce Ms. Collins to make her presentation.
Yes, Madam President. It is my honor to announce to the board Deborah Collins, who serves as our head of our Affirmative Action Small Business Development. As you know, many years Ms. Collins has brought a lot of statute to that office. She continues to strive, and this is her first quarterly report for this year. And I would like to just thank her before she gives the report for an excellent job with a very limited staff, but a very large task at hand, and she comes through with flying colors all the time. Ms. Collins.
Thank you. Good evening, Madam President and members of the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders. For the record, I am Deborah Collins, the Director of Small Business Development and Affirmative Action for the County of Essex. You have before you a copy of our first quarterly report. It consists of 8 pages and appendices A through J. A copy of this report will be available to the public after I have delivered it this evening. They may simply call 973-621-2010. That's 973-621-2010 for a hard copy. We will also ensure that this report is made available on the county's website. If you are looking at it, would you please proceed to page 3 of the report, where we share with you the fact that the county spent $48,238,635.37 overall in private contract dollars this quarter. Small woman-owned and minority businesses received $13,195,015.50, or 27.4%. If you continue to read on at your leisure, you will see that there were 2 huge contracts this quarter to Aetna Life Insurance Company and Benecard Services. These payments alone totaled $20,050,859. If we were to back out these 2 huge contracts, then the numbers would look quite different for our target population. Accordingly, small business owners would increase from 18.2% to 31.2%. Women-owned businesses would see a percentage increase to 19.6% from 11.4%, and MBEs would go from 3% to 5%. We take you now to the bottom of that page, where we want to point out to you that, as you know, in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, this board approved several emergency contracts. In fact, 73% of the total dollar amount of those contracts went to our population. One MBE in particular, JC Contracting, received the contract for $62,918.50. We want to also point out to you that 3 of our vendors received contracts this quarter. One is JC Contracting. Not only did it receive an emergency contract, but it was this vendor was a graduate of the Essex County Bonding Readiness Program. C.D. Meyer, likewise, specializing in e-marketing services, $7,500, and Ritz Spot Cleaning, $3,500. I'm just going to go back a moment to say to you that in the category of contracts under $5,400, the average contract dollar amount was $1,189.18. At Appendix A, you have a full listing of this category of contracts. In contracts between $5,400 and $17,500, the average contract dollar amount was $10,341.98. If you are following along with me, I'm going to ask you to move to page 4. We highlight for you that a major event was held in New Jersey at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center on February 26th. It is in preparation for the 2014 Super Bowl, and as you know, we serve as members of the Business Advisory Committee and have been instrumental in ensuring that not only Essex County businesses, but businesses throughout the state of New Jersey have a full and fair opportunity to compete for contracts with the NFL. We're very excited about this venture, and as the year progresses, we'll keep you apprised of our input. At page 5, we point out to you, I thought it was very important to do so, that not only were we able to help vet the businesses who are interested in doing business with the NFL, but we actually had one of them receive a county contract this quarter. Iris Communications, in fact, was fortunate enough to do so. So we've been instrumental in getting them not only positioned to bid on NFL contracts, but as you can see, we're beginning to see more activity with respect to county contracts as well. Going forward, we will talk about 2 RFPs, or requests for proposals, that our office published, one for marketing, and we'll tell you more about that next quarter, and another to upgrade our website, the website that is attached to the Biz Center, also known as the Essex County Small Business Development Resource Center and Reference Library. To date, we have tracked 414,012 hits or visits to that site. So we understand that now there seems to be a great deal of activity in the virtual space. We're hoping to, of course, increase the activity or the foot traffic to the physical space, as well as we continue to make it available for meeting space to home-based businesses and others. At page 6, we tell you that we are continuing our outreach efforts to several communities. One in particular is the newly formed Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce. We've been partnering with them on their events, and we hope to host events for them in the future. We've also expanded our network of African American businesses through our growing partnership with the African American Chamber of Commerce. And last but not least, we have met with the county's lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transsexual community to discuss the issues of inclusiveness and to discuss partnering opportunities. As a result of those meetings, we have updated our business registration form, and you will see now the new category listed as LGBT. This is also a reflection of our partnership with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. We, in fact, are the only entity in the state of New Jersey to have such a partnership, and we are very proud of that liaison. On January 30th, we attended the 16th Annual Rainbow Wall Street Project Economic Summit. That was important for a host of reasons. The primary focus of the conference was employing successful strategies for accessing capital, with a particular emphasis on supporting Black-owned banks. So we are continuing to network with financiers as well. This concludes a high-level review of my report. I'm happy now to take any questions from your esteemed colleagues or yourself, Madam President. Thank you.
Very good, and thank you. Freeholder Beasley, I know you have held a meeting of the Affirmative Action Committee on yesterday. Do you have any questions or comments at this time?
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, certainly the consistency of our quarterly meetings give us an opportunity to really being presented with a quarterly report, but it gives us the opportunity to also ask questions and inquire about, the progress that's been made, or things that have been raised by, some of our committee people over the, months. Again, I'd just like to thank the committee for really making it able for the freeholders to have, a concise, detailed report that we can refer to, and really talk about who's doing business with the county related to small women and African minority businesses. What's very impressive is that 414 more contacts that people are utilizing, the reference in the business center. I would encourage freeholders, even though this report was so precise and, quick, to take time to really go through the appendix and see exactly the type of dollars. One thing that was pointed out is that it's over the last 5 or 6 years, and it's been higher at times, but it's been a consistent more than 25%. This report is 27%. But it's been even higher in other reports that businesses now being, provided that opportunity for minorities and small business owners. So again, I thank, Ms. And her staff. It was a very good meeting that we had, and just keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Freeholder Vice President Seabold.
Thank you. Again, I have to say, Deborah, that you have presented such an excellent report. I always enjoy your quarterly report. And I just want to comment on the Freeholder liaison to the LGBT advisory board. And at one meeting that I attended, we talked about the fact that they were going to speak to you and see if any program could be developed. So I'm very happy to hear tonight that this has happened and they're being included. That makes me very happy that that is going to happen. So thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.
Very good. Freeholders that have additional comments, freeholders that sit on the committee?
Madam
Freeholder
President,
Johnson?
I would like to personally, she doesn't know how deep I really feel about her. If I wasn't married, I'd probably marry you. Because of the, because of the things she do, and, I'm very appreciative of it because it's not anything that I personally benefit from. It's the people I represent, these young people out here. They're the ones that benefit from it. And I feel so good being able to bring something to them that could help them in life later on, that I've got to, if you need me, Mrs. Collins, all you got to do is call. I'm there. Like you say, I got you on speed dial. You can put me on speed dial. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Freeholder.
Very good. Any additional comments, freeholders? Okay, just let me, yes, I'm sorry, Freeholder Bobadilla.
I apologize. I just want to say, what a good job you've been doing, and I'm glad to see that the business center is being really now, it's not, it's increasing, and that's great. Now, do you see any expansion along the way as part of the growth of that office?
Certainly, we have, and this is probably, I'll say more at the next time I appear before this body, but we have just put out an RFP or request for proposals for a marketing consultant to increase the foot traffic to the bid center and to give us a greater presence throughout the county, specifically in Newark because we're based here, but throughout the county. So yes, I do see expansion of our efforts and greater visibility for the work that we're doing.
Thank you, Mr. That's great.
Thank you. Just let me say that I am really excited when Ms. Collins invited me to speak in behalf of the Board of Chosen Freeholders to bring greetings. And for the last two workshops I attended, and I was really impressed, really enjoyed it. And the best part about it is in the mornings, and I get a chance to take Louis with me when I go to represent the freeholders, and he enjoyed coming to your workshops, Deborah. So let me thank you for all that you do, your hard work, and we're continuing to move ahead. I feel it, I know it. Where we've been and where we are today, even in these difficult economic times, we're still moving forward. So we just want you to know that we will continue to support you. So we will continue to support your efforts and all that you're doing with your goals, and hope that we will draw closer to not your goals, but our goals as a freeholder and as a county. So we want to thank you for being here this evening, and have a good night. We're getting you out early.
Thank you. On behalf of our staff, I'd like to say thank you for your continued support. We are pleased that you are seeing progress. It is our goal to continue in this effort.
And if they're looking for someone to sing the Star Spangled Banner at the football, just tell them that you have someone that's the president of the Freehold Board that would like to audition.
Absolutely. With pleasure.
Okay, then. Thank you again, and have a good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. All righty, we will go to Resolution 1. Madam Clerk, did you read the resolution?
Resolution 1, County of Essex Extraordinary Unspecifiable Services to administer, investigate, and adjust liability claims in Servco Insurance Services Incorporated, May 1st, 2013 to April 30th, 2016. 3-year contract, amount $312,000 agreement.
Okay, Freeholders, do I have a motion and a second to take Resolution 1? A motion and a second?
I'll move it, Madam President.
Okay, moved by Freeholder Luciano. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Freeholder Bobadilla. Question, comments, Freeholders, on the motion? No questions, no comments. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill.
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens.
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Seaval.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we'll take Resolution 2 and 3, insertion of items to the county budget, and we'll read it into the record at a later time. Freeholders, do I have a motion and second to take Resolutions 2 and 3? Moved by Beasley, second by Vice President Seavold. Question, comments, Freeholders? No questions, no comments. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill.
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens.
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Seaval.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's take 4, 5, and 6, if you could read it.
Resolutions. 4, Department of Citizen Services, Division of Youth Services, contract with Essex County Regional Educational Services Commission to provide educational services to eligible students housed at the Essex County Juvenile Detention Facility for year 2013, amount not to exceed $1,900,000. Resolution 5, Department of Health and Rehabilitation, Division of Community Health Services, approval of the State of New Jersey Municipal Alliance Grant, sub-grant agreement with 20 municipalities to provide drug and alcohol prevention and education services for 2013, amount not to exceed $780,140, grant funding. Resolution number 6, County of Essex, God bless you, professional services to provide sanitarian services, Michael Fester, May 26, 2013 through May 25, 2014, $52,500 agreement.
Okay, Freeholders, do I have a motion to take 4, 5, and 6 together and second?
So moved.
Moved by Freeholder Owens. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Freeholder Johnson. Question, comment, Freeholders on 4, 5. Freeholder Vice President Seabold.
Thank you. I read the letter which we received from the Essex County Alliance Coordinator. I'm sorry, it's from Newark, and I'm just looking to see who sent it. LaTanya Williamson, Director, Child and Family Wellbeing. I read through the letter, and I'm still puzzled by why Newark can't be part of this process. Apparently, from what I read, they're not getting approval by the state on time so that they can apply for the grant funding. I'm just at a loss after reading this to fully understand what is the problem that Newark has that they can't participate and apply for the municipal alliance.
Ralph, will you be able to answer Freeholder Vice President Seabold's question?
I think in general, the way grants have been forwarded from the feds to the state and then on to the county, I think we're all in the same boat. Notifications are not always in a timely manner. However, it does not preclude us from delivering a service, nor does it preclude the other 21 or 22 municipalities who are under the same stipulations and guidelines as Newark is under this program. They all felt it's a viable program. Everybody who's in this business knows that grant awards are not timely out of Washington, and that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. But if you want to deliver a service, you play by the rules that are presented to you.
So Newark's situation, excuse me,
Continue.
President, may I continue?
Freeholder.
In other words, Newark's presentation is really no different from the other communities in Essex County who apply for municipal aid.
Precisely. They are all on the same timeline.
Did anyway, and Newark is the only one who did not.
Correct.
And for no apparent reason, that the others could and got the money.
Well, I wouldn't want to say no apparent reason, but in terms of their operation of a grant and the amount of time that they would need to invest and provide a service in a timely fashion, they felt as if they were not able to do so.
But they could do what the other communities are doing and be granted the money.
Absolutely,
Correct?
absolutely.
Could that be explained to them, that they could participate? Or won't that work?
Through Madam President, I think that was the same charge that Madam President and freeholders requested the administration reach out last year. We were unsuccessful last year, and unfortunately, we are not as successful or as successful this year.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay, so, yeah, I don't, we sent the letter, I think we drafted the letter, Madam Clerk.
I believe we did, but I'll follow up.
Right, we drafted a letter on behalf of the freeholders at the request of the freeholders from last week. And there's nothing else we can do. We can let them know that the grant is available, and it's up to the administration to follow through.
Madam President?
Yes.
Are they also making sure that that letter is being received by the council also?
Okay, we'll CC the council.
And also by the mayor?
Well, the mayor is the administration.
Yeah, it's going to the
Well, I want to just
administration.
make sure that the mayor gets a copy also.
Yeah, but when we send it to the administration, it will go to the mayor, and then he's requesting that we send it to, a copy to the municipal council.
Yeah, I understand, but I really think the mayor ought to be made aware of what the situation is. He may be getting the letter and not even bothering too much with it. I think maybe he needs to be approached in terms of what the situation is, in terms of Essex County and how Newark is losing out.
Well, I hear you, and I agree. I don't know who, I don't know how the county make their presentation to the city and the other municipalities when the grant is available, and I'm sure they send letters to the city of Newark like they send to
I'm sure.
all other municipalities. So if I'm the mayor or the administration of a city like Newark, when I see money coming in, who don't accept grant funding?
I agree.
If you do, all you have to do is fill out the application and send it back. So we'll see what happens when we send the letter out, see how they respond.
Just,
Yes, Freeholder Gill.
thank you, Madam President. I just, and I guess it's both a question and a comment, and my understanding of the letter is that they're actually saying that one of the main problems is with the council, not with the administration. The letter that the city's sending us is highlighting the fact that they have a problem with the legislative process. So I don't think I'd say that not to get involved between their administration and their council, but at some point I guess we want to make sure we notify whoever needs to be notified, that, or at least the city council I think should be aware that we are aware that the city is pointing to the inaction of the council as one of the reasons that this is not getting done.
Okay. I will review the letter just to make sure we review the language in the letter. We did direct the clerk office to draft that letter and send it out on behalf of the freeholder. So you will receive a copy of the letter that we send out. And of course, we'll make sure that the council receive copies, and each council individually. Send it to the clerk, send it to each council individually, and send it to the administration, and I guess the business administrator. And it should reach everyone who needs to be aware of the problem. Okay? Yep. Freeholder Bobadilla?
I mean, at the end of the day, parties can point fingers at each other, I think, but the real people who lose out here are the citizens that need help.
Absolutely.
I just want to go on record saying that. Okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And that seems to be what's going on in the city of Newark at this point between the administration and the legislative body. So probably not too much we can do about that right now. Okay. We're discussing 5. Question, comments on 6. No questions, no comments. And I have a motion and a second.
Yes.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla?
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent Freeholder Gill?
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens?
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Sebo?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's take 7, 8, and 9, and we'll take them together. Madam Clerk, we'll read it into the record at a later time. Do I have a motion and
I'll
a
move
second?
it.
Freeholder motion by Freeholder Vice President Sebo. Do I have a second? Second by Freeholder Beasley. Question, comments, Freeholders on 4, 5.
No, 7, 8.
I'm sorry, I didn't turn my page. 7, thank you. 8 and 9. No questions, no comments on resolution 7, 8, and 9? We have a mover and a second, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Okay, roll call.
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla? Freeholder Clark, absent Freeholder Gill?
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens?
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Sebo?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's go to resolutions 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And we'll stop there. And freeholders, do I have a motion and a second? We'll read it into the record at another time. Freeholders, do I have a motion to take resolutions 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 together? Moved by Freeholder Johnson, second by Freeholder Luciana. Let's question, comments on resolution 10. Oh, and for the viewing audience, this is our board meeting. At our last meeting last week was the conference meeting, and we discussed most of these resolutions in detail. So tonight is really a voting meeting, and we are voting on the items that we discussed at our last meeting. Okay, let's go back then. Question, comments. Freeholders on 10, 11, 12. Question, comments. 13. 14. And 15. And freeholders, we'll be voting on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No further questions. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla?
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent Freeholder Gill?
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens, absent Freeholder Vice President Sebo?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, we're going to take resolution 17, and at this time, and we'll ask Freeholder Gill to explain the resolution. We're going to take that separate. You can read that into the record.
Okay.
Thank you.
Resolution 17, resolution urging the New Jersey State Legislature to enact the passage of bills A 3509 S2479, establishing tuition equity for immigration children, sponsored by Freeholder Gill.
Okay, Freeholder Gill, will you explain the resolution, please?
Thank you, Madam President. As discussed last week's meeting, this is a support resolution supporting state legislation which would deal directly with what are called dreamers. Those are our young men and women who were brought here at a young age, graduate from our public schools and institutions and private schools, and are not eligible for state tuition requirements. So this resolution would support that legislation, which will allow these young men and women, many of who live in our county, to be eligible for state tuition costs at our state college and universities.
Very good. Questions, freeholders? To Freeholder Gill, questions on the resolution before we ask for a motion to take resolution 17? No questions, no comments. Freeholder Gill, will you be moving this resolution?
Please, thank you, Madam President.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Freeholder Luciano. I'm sorry, Bobadilla. Okay, Bobadilla, I'm looking right at you. No further questions or comments, Freeholders?
Can't make a mistake.
Okay, no additional questions or comments on Resolution 17. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill.
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens, absent. Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's go to, we're going to ask Freeholder Luciana to, you go to 35. This resolution was presented to the board by Freeholder Luciana and Freeholder Johnson. And Madam Clerk, you want to read that into the record, please?
Resolution 35. Resolution supporting a sound Newark public school system, sponsored by Freeholders Luciano and Johnson.
Okay, you want to explain the resolution? Freeholder?
Yes, thank you. Through you, Madam
Luciano.
President. I want to first commend the clerk and the staff for helping prepare, and our counselor, Mr. Parlavecchio, helping prepare this resolution on such short notice. As a member of the Newark Public School community and as an educator, I think I speak for the children, the staff, and for the parents when I say that it just seems that the state-appointed superintendent lets a lot of things fall upon deaf ears. Time and time again, I attend the Newark Public Schools Advisory Board meeting, and there are lists of hundreds of speakers, and I just don't see any answers coming back their way for the questions they ask. So, as a governing body, I thought it would be appropriate for us to be the voice for the Newark community and to have this resolution put on the agenda tonight, which through you as president, I want to say thank you. I hope that I garnish support from the rest of the members of the board. And again, transparency is the most important ingredient in having a well-run, healthy school system.
Freeholder Johnson, you have any comments?
Yes. You know, in this type of situation, we've all watched for the last 2 years or so, we've watched how things have changed drastically. And when you have such drastic changes, consistency is needed for our kids to learn and to get to the next point in life that we need them to get to. And when you keep changing the direction of the ship in midstream, how is our kids going to garner what they need to move forward in life? So I am definitely in support of this resolution, along with Lenny Luciano, my colleague here, because it's the kids that's being affected by the things that us adults do. And we need to think about how and what we're doing when we decide to make all of these changes that we decide to make, and all the families that it hurt, especially when you talk about directors and teachers and things of that nature. Don't forget there's a lot of relationships with the kids and with some of these people that you let go, and how will they continue on academically without the support of some of those. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other comments, Freeholders, before I ask for a motion and a second? Freeholder Gill.
Madam President, with Freeholder Johnson and Luciano's permission, can I be added to this resolution?
Sure.
That is fine by me, Madam President.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Madam Clerk, would you add Freeholder Gill to that?
Yes, Madam President.
Very good. Do we have any other comments in reference to the resolution? We have Freeholder Luciano, are you moving the resolution?
Yes, I would
And
like to
Freeholder
move it,
Johnson, you
please.
second?
Second, yes.
Okay, we have a mover and a second to take Resolution 35. All in favor, I'm sorry, I'm going into my other meeting right now. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Madam President, you have too many meetings.
I have too many meetings. I tell you.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla.
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill.
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens. Okay.
We're voting on Resolution 35.
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Siebel?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's go to resolution. This is a commendation, but I think it would be great for me to pull this resolution out. It's a commendation congratulating the Township of Irvington on their groundbreaking ceremony for the new Irvington High School athletic facility, and Freeholder Beasley sponsored the resolution.
Would you like me to read it?
Yes, please. Would you please read it?
Yes. Resolution number 37, a commendation congratulating the Township of Irvington on their groundbreaking ceremony for the new Irvington High School athletic facility, sponsored by Freeholder Beasley.
Freeholder Beasley, you will explain the
Yeah.
resolution.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Certainly,
Commendation.
in extending invitations, not only to the administration, but to our freeholders, this Thursday, the 9th, there's going to be a very significant development within that high school area, and that's the sports field. It's been maybe more than 20 years that there's been an effort, and Irvington is known for outstanding track teams that goes as far as to the Olympics, and it's going to be a well received. So if any of us could be there, it'll be a great historical accomplishment. And so I congratulate the superintendent and the school board currently that was able to manage to be able to come up with the funding, and finally, we'll have state-of-the-arts track and field team. Field in Irvington. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Very good.
Madam President?
Yes,
can I-
Freeholder Johnson.
I also want to commend my colleague Bilal Beasley and the school board, because for many years, that field was like a dust bowl. And we had visiting teams that were coming from up the suburban areas and things that didn't want to play the home game there. So Irvington, with the football team and the track teams that they have had in the past, had to go somewhere else and play on a neutral ground. It did not give them that home court advantage. And I want to commend them, because this has been at least 10, 15 years coming. And job well done. Job well done.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Yes, Freeholder Owens.
My colleague beat me to the punch with that accommodation, and can let Brother Beasley know that was a great honor for the city of Irvington coming back to where it was many years ago. And I commend you also, along with Brother Johnson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Freeholder Vice President
I'd also
Seaborn.
like to express my thanks to the President of the Freeholder Board, and that is Anthony Voss. Did I say his first name? right?
Yes.
He's done a wonderful job as President of the Board.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he has. Okay, and again, you have my congratulations, the entire township of Irvington. I'm sure I know the kids will be thrilled, parents will be happy, teachers will be happy, but most of all, we have to commend the administration and the council for making this happen. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a motion, and Freeholder Beasley, will you move
Yes, I will.
the resolution 37, and second by Freeholder Johnson. No further questions on the resolution, commendation. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla?
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent Freeholder Gill?
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens?
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Siebel?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, all the other resolution commendations, resolution 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33, and 34, all the accommodations, and 36, I didn't, that's right, and 36. We'll take all of those, all the resolutions together. Do I have a mover and a second? Moved by Freeholder Vice President Siebel. Do I have a second? By Freeholder Owens. No further questions, comments on the commendation resolution. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Question.
I have a question. Freeholder Vice President Seabold.
Thank you, Madam President. I don't know if it's too late or not, but I was wondering if resolution number 33, 34, and 36 could be done by acclamation.
Can she repeat
33,
33, 34, and 36.
I don't have a problem. That's good.
It's not too late?
No, it's not too late. We didn't vote yet.
33, 34, and 36?
And 36.
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla?
Yes.
Freeholder Clark, absent. Freeholder Gill?
Yes.
Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens?
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Tebow?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, do we have any added style of resolution?
Madam President, we have none.
Ralph? Nothing. I just had to smile.
Thank you.
Okay, report of board committees. Do we have committee reports? Do we have any reports from any of the committees? Other than the committees we just heard from? If not, legislative reports? Written communications? I have one letter I would like to read into the record. I think I mentioned it. I didn't have the letter in front of me. It was sent to the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders. And Ralph, I don't know if the county exec, if you guys received this letter from the New Jersey Office of Attorney General in reference to one of the employees.
I don't believe so.
Okay, it was commending the county for having such an employee, and it states that as in past years, 2012 was a busy one for state and local consumer agencies in their efforts to protect New Jersey consumers. And unlike past years, however, state and local consumer agencies found their resources taxed to unprecedented levels as a result of the disastrous effects of Hurricane Sandy. Significantly, in the 2 months following Hurricane Sandy, the division received over 2,000 complaints, gasoline, hotel, motel, and retail, seller price gouging, towing abuses, and charity fraud topping the list. These complaints reflected over 20% of the 9,547 complaints received by the division in 2012 and the 66,613 calls handled by the division's Consumer Service Center, many of which relate to auto and home improvement matters, could not have been addressed without the assistance and collaborative efforts of county and local consumer affairs officers, which, through referrals from the division, capably handle them through mediation, investigation, and, if necessary, litigation. It is with that background that I enthusiastically write to inform you of the outstanding work of Melvin Williams of the Essex County Office of Consumer Affairs throughout the past year, of which the Board of Freeholders and county residents should be proud. Year-end statistics indicate that your county's Consumer Affairs Office handled 166 complaints and obtained $51,977 in restitution and savings for its residents. That the entire county benefits from these efforts and results is not surprising, since the County Consumer Affairs Office is focused on protecting county residents as consumers. Moreover, the efforts of your County Consumer Affairs Office in partnership with the division enhance the ability to combat deceptive and fraudulent practices on the statewide level. The constant emergency of new deceptive and fraudulent practices requires ongoing vigilance, and without county and local consumer affairs offices, the division would be severely handicapped in its ability to identify, investigate, and prosecute those who take advantage of the state's residents. In addition, your county office serves as an important educational resource by disseminating information, performing community outreach, answering questions, and using other creative methods to educate the public. All of these efforts serve as a critical first line of defense to prevent consumer fraud. The division looks forward to its continued consumer protection partnership with the Essex County Office of Consumer Affairs And we thank you for continuing to make that office vital work possible. I think we need to commend the Office of Consumer Affairs and thank them for the work that they perform. And especially the individual that they mentioned, Mr. Melvin Williams. So I'm sure we will do something in the future to acknowledge this employee.
Most certainly, I think what I'll recommend
would you
is
get a
that
you
at
need
our
a
next Teamwork Award ceremony in June, we will honor Mr. Williams.
And I'll make sure the clerk
Thank you.
send this letter to your office. Okay, any additional written communication? None. Unfinished business? New business? Do we have anyone from the public who would like to comment?
Dr. Green, we great Fox Sports Body President and District Leader of the 44th District. On top of that, both, one, I want to thank Dan Sabatti's office for helping us out with the Judge Booker Basketball Court. And also, it came to our attention that the Little League Baseball field that the county spent a lot of money on, the scoreboard never worked or is inoperable as of right now. And Dan is looking into it, but it's kind of surprising to us that there were groups that do this never work, and the kids are counting with their fingers and they're using paperwork to generate the scores. You know, that's a counting method for kids to be able to look at the score once they hit the ball, and they can count that way also. Speaking as the 44th District Leader, I want to more clarity on the resolution number 35, because we attended a Team Academy meeting in the West Ward, and we had great concern due to the nature that they haven't replaced any of these charter schools in the South Ward, and that there was the intention to take the boys and girls school that has been abandoned in the West Ward, and in that area, there's no recreation at all. And the time slots that they had for the charter school was from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but they were supposed to let the community kids utilize this space, but they using it from Monday to Saturday, so there was no time in between. So, to you, Madam President, I'm concerned, and my district is concerned on this resolution. We need more detail on the actual language where we can support it, because it's a little vague right now as far as the sound Newark public school system. We don't know exactly how that's going to help our district kids, because right now, and Team Academy was aware of this, and she stated this to us at the meeting, that the Peshon school kids in the South Ward was jumping on the Team Academy kids, and she acknowledged it and verified that was actually true. So it causes division within our community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak on any issues?
I understand. Edward Duke, citizen. I want to report to this body that Monday, the first tee had its first annual fundraiser golf tournament. We had 68 people to attend. It was a success, but this was the inaugural, and there was accommodation for our county administrator, indeed, that was delivered to one of his aides. But again, I'd like to go to this school thing. Team Academy, at the meeting that we were at, come up and said about the funding, that everything that the kids brought to Team Academy, I think was 75% of the monies from the Board of Education for that child. But one thing that left us speechless, but as the kid failed and went back to the public school, they kept the money. They did not send it back to the Board of Education. Could we get some verification on the funding of these public schools coming into our area from the public sector? Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak at this time? If not, Madam Clerk, we'll go to freeholder comment session. Freeholders, any comments on any comments from the public? You can make your comments at this time. Yes, Freeholder Bobadilla.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to remind everybody about tomorrow's community safety meeting, which will be held at the Dr. Horton School. I will be hosting the seminar along with my colleague Rufus Johnson, and we thank everybody here for your support. We think that, community safety is vitally important to the fundamental rights about any society, and we're looking to bring some resources on board and give that community a new step, so to speak. And we're looking to do this tomorrow, and we're looking for everybody's support. So thank you.
Do you have additional comments? No?
Said it all.
Freeholder Gill.
Thank you, Madam President. I just, earlier today, we had an opportunity for the board to recognize Montclair State University women's basketball team. They were kind enough, and I'm assuming through council, if we can accept them, to leave T-shirts on everyone's desk, and also to present us with a signed basketball. For those of you who don't know, the Montclair State University women's basketball team had a perfect season, undefeated season, and advanced to the Sweet 16 of the Division III NCAA, and had I think one loss, which left them with a .967 winning percentage, which in any sport is a truly amazing accomplishment, but especially in the area of competitive women's basketball. So basketball and shirts are left for everyone, and one more thing that I think, not all the players are from our county, but the university is by and large located in our county, and one more thing for us to take some pride in as Essex County residents.
Thank you. And I can speak in behalf of the entire board. Please let the school in Montclair, what was the name of the team? Montclair Air?
The Red Hawks.
Red Hawks. Thank them for presenting us with the T-shirts, and I'm sure we will wear them proudly. So again, thank you. Do we have any other comments, Freeholder Bobadilla?
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to give a comment on today's groundbreaking ceremony of the Newark Tech's new facility, the Technology Enhanced Active Learning Center. And I just want to point out that, Essex County has 4 vocational schools. And out of those 4 vocational schools, we have 2 blue ribbon recognized schools. That's impressive. That's impressive in any setting. And what's particularly important about that is that here in Newark, where a traditional school path might not be the avenue for all students, I mean, we have options for our citizens and our young students, and I think, it's incredible what we've done, what the administration has done along with our county exec, and again, 2 out of 4 national blue ribbon schools is phenomenal. Thank you.
Okay. And might I just add, just to be the first in the state of New Jersey to break ground on the new technology center, being a part of our vocational school, it was just really, really exciting for me, and proud to say that again we're number 1 in the state of New Jersey. And I guess we have to give credit to the governor, who came to make the presentation to the young people, and they were very excited about it and very pleased that the governor came to say, and he ended his remarks by thanking them instead of them thanking him. So it was really a great day for Essex County. There was an article that says if you continue to teach children the way you taught them yesterday, there will be no future for them tomorrow. So I think that that quote is fitting. So again, and they say that now people will be knocking down doors to try to get their kids in our vocational school. We need to hurry up and get some more space for our residents of Newark, because I'm sure more and more families and more young people will be looking and wanting to go to our vocational school, which is a plus for Essex County. So do we have any other comments, freeholders? If not, let me just give my regular report. Resolution last week for May 1st, Freeholder Bobadilla asked for a copy of the annual report that shows the money due back to the county as a result of subrogation by the third-party administration. The memo went out on the 2nd, and we received a response on the 3rd. And Freeholder Bobadilla, you should have that response. Okay. Resolution 3, Vice President Patricia Seabold asked why this year's grant amount is less. The memo was sent to the administration on the 2nd. We received a response on the 3rd. And again, Freeholder Vice President Seabold asked if the amount of money allocated for each town, and that was Resolution 5, determined by the size of the town and by the nature of the work. The memo was sent to the administration. We received a response on the 3rd. Resolution 13, Freeholder Johnson asked how many county buildings require fencing. The memo went out on the 2nd. We received the response on the 3rd. And Freeholder Johnson, you should have that response in your folder, in your office. Freeholder Brenda Gill asked the administration to follow up with Glen Ridge Borough Administrator to be sure the work, for example, striping on Ridgewood Avenue, is consistent with the Complete Streets initiative. He also inquired about Orange Road in Montclair and asked that the administration do a field visit with Montclair officials regarding the scope of work. The memo was sent out on the 2nd, Freeholder Gill, and the administration is setting up, we received a response that the administration is setting up a meeting with Glen Ridge Borough Administrator. You want to?
So I just want to be, is that, so there's going to also be a meeting with the Borough of Glen Ridge in addition? I'm sorry. Or is it just?
Okay, it was
I just want to make,
it was
there's
two
two
things.
things. I just want, I don't
One
think,
was the Glen Ridge
I know
Borough.
there's a Montclair meeting, but the Glen Ridge, I think they just spoke and they're squared away on the,
Okay.
on the phone.
Okay, so it's only with the Montclair that they're setting up the meeting?
That's correct.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure, that's all. I just want to
Okay,
make sure.
very good. Thanks for clarifying, giving clarification.
We don't want to
on
have to
that.
add one more meeting to your.
We don't need it, definitely not.
Madam President.
Absolutely not. Public comment, Mr. Richard Whitten of the Weekway Park Association questioned why WPA does not have a contract. He asked about the fire inspector, the bridge, the air conditioner, and the grounds where sprinklers are located in the playground, all related to the Weekway Park. And the memo was sent to the administration on the 2nd, and the response on the 3rd. And the letter was sent to Mr. Richard Whitten on the 7th. And Ralph, we will be scheduling a meeting to discuss question number 1.
Yes.
Very good. And Mr. Freeman asked why and when the city of Newark declined to participate. We discussed that earlier, New Jersey Municipal Alliance Drug and Alcohol Prevention. And he also asked, said people are speeding in Weekway Park and that the speed bumps near the playground near Elizabeth Avenue are worn down, need to be repaired. The memo went to the administration on the 2nd, the response on the 3rd, and the letter was sent out on the 7th. Mr. Wadu again asked the board to oversee the first T program, said no one. The second, number 2, said no one told anyone that Ms. Green was made the new head of the parents' organization. Number 3 asked why no one from Essex County is on the first T board. And 4, complained about the condition. The memo was sent to the administration on the 2nd. The response received on the 3rd, and the letter was sent to Mr. Wadu on the 7th. That ends my comments on the question public comments. Just let me acknowledge the fact that we will be going to NJAC conference, and on the panel we have one of our freeholders. Am I correct, Freeholder Gill? You'll be sitting on one of the panels talking about safe streets?
Thank you, Madam President. I will participate in one of the panels. You guys are probably tired of hearing about it already, but complete streets. So there will be a complete streets workshop that will have representatives from a couple of engineers from some different respective counties. I'll be moderating the session and hopefully encouraging other counties to follow Essex County's lead in implementing and encouraging the municipalities in their respective counties to look at complete streets and potentially adopt it as policy across the state.
And I will be sitting in the audience, and I'm going to ask a whole lot of questions, so be ready for my questions.
I'll be ready, Madam President.
Okay. All righty. Do we have any other comments, freeholders? No comments? Then the chair will ask for a motion to adjourn.